I cannot believe it's 2025 and we're kicking off the new year with a Q&A/life update. I love watching these and I know that you guys have so many questions. I did do a Q&A box over on my Instagram, so if you're not following me over there, make sure you come over to Instagram because when I do things like this, you have the chance to ask questions and I love answering your questions. So I thought we'd start off by me talking about a bit about my New Year's resolutions and then going into the Q&A and all that malarkey. Gonna be kind of finishing off my makeup while we have this conversation, so I hope that's okay with you. Okay, so the first thing to say is New Year's resolutions. What am I thinking? Where's my head at? And you know what? I was really thinking hard about this the other day and I was like, I want to buy less clothes this year. And the only reason that I really bought so many clothes like last year is because my body went through so many changes with medication that at one point, literally none of my clothes fit me. I literally had no choice but to buy new clothes. Like I literally had to buy a new wardrobe twice at this point because nothing was fitting me around spring of last year. My medication had made me swell up so much that none of my clothes fit, so I ended up buying new clothes. And then I've been working really hard to lose the weight that I gained from the medication and the swelling, and I'm having to buy new clothes all over again. So I was gonna say like, I wanna buy less clothes this year, and I actually do want to buy less clothes, but you know, within reason, if you will. Of course, travel is very high on my list of priorities this year. And to be honest, I'm not really sure kind of like where I'm thinking of going this year. I would really like to explore some more countries, you know, in the Gulf region. I'd love to go to Oman. I'd also love to visit Bahrain. I'd also love to visit Saudi. But you know, and it's like, I also have the rest of my life. I don't have to just do those in 2025, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to organize my thoughts a little bit around travel and just prioritize, okay, where am I going to go this year? And where is like next year and beyond. I'm still dying to go to South Korea. Girls, I think it's literally criminal that I haven't given you a South Korea vlog. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm literally a beauty girly. The fact that I keep traveling and I've not been to South Korea, I think is criminal at this point. So it's definitely up there on the list. A lot of my friends have relocated to the Middle East and I do think that I'll be spending a lot more time there, probably this year because I love it there. I love seeing my friends and hanging out there. So that's definitely something that's on my list as well, is just going back that way. Obviously, I've made friends now there as well because I've been spending quite a lot of time there recently myself and just hanging out with my friends there. I love the fact that, you know, my job allows me to be mobile and international. And you know what? I just always think as well, like, as much as I hate how everything has become an era, it kind of is an era. Like, I love my job. I enjoy it so much. Is this going to be my job forever? I don't know. So for as long as it is my job, I just want to have fun and take advantage of the fact that, you know, I'm not sat at a desk every single day. It gives me the capability to travel and see the world and create content wherever I am. So yeah, I'm definitely going to continue to travel. And yeah, I just need to prioritize where I want to go. If you guys have any suggestions or tell me where you're planning to go this year, please let me know in the comments down below. If I feel like I have a lot of like financial goals this year, which obviously I'm not going to share too much, but I feel like last year was such a fun year for me. I traveled so much. And I think it was also kind of like a trauma response after me getting so sick at the end of the year before into the new year of 2024. That like saving was not my top priority. Did I save? Yes. Could I have saved more? Absolutely. Did I shop a little too hard? Potentially. So I think this year it's going to be a bit more reining it in, if you will. Of course, health and fitness goals are in there. I think we all have them. I'm just trying to be consistent again, guys. I got really good last year. I was working out with my trainer a few times a week, which I absolutely love. And I feel like that's such a great way for me to stay consistent. But because I am traveling, it makes it really difficult to work out with a trainer in real life constantly. So I think one thing I'm going to try and do this year is find like an online trainer that I can work out with when I'm traveling and things like that. One of my friends in the UK actually has a remote trainer and she's like on FaceTime with her trainer at the gym. And I just think that potentially that kind of relationship could work a little bit better for me than, you know, being in the same gym with the trainer physically, because your girl's trying to be international, if you will. So yeah, I think that might be something I need to explore this year. Trying to be more consistent with my Pilates. I feel like I just wasn't consistent with my Pilates last year at all. And the one thing about Pilates, I will say, it doesn't matter how strong or toned or whatever you are. If you stop doing it and go back to it, your body is going to make you feel like you're an old lady that has no strength at all. It is so hard going back to it. I feel like it's different muscles in your body that you're using when you do Pilates versus other workouts. And it shows your weaknesses. So when I went back the other day, I literally felt like such a useless old lady. My body, I was like shaking. I was literally shaking. I'm like, I'm literally qualified to teach this. And where's the strength gone? It's literally disappeared. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more Pilates consistently. I want to get back to my tennis lessons again. I'm probably going to try and do that again when the weather starts to get better, because personally, I don't like playing tennis outside in the cold. It's my prerogative. Maybe I should look at indoor courses as well. If anyone has any like indoor tennis recommendations in London, let me know, because that's something I would definitely love to do. What else? Of course, beauty resolutions. Let's talk about those, or like beauty things I want to do this year. I want to try laser facials, girls. I have had laser facials in the past and I really like them. But I think with me, I just get so in love and addicted with things. Like, I love my chemical peels, as you know. And I love the fact that I always get incredible results that I love. So I just kind of stick to them. And then seeing my esthetician, you girls know Fatima, I see her on a regular basis as well. And I kind of like stick to those because I know that they really, really work for me. But I would like to add laser facials back into the mix this year. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, let me know in the comments down below. So I'd be more than happy to kind of make content around that as well. I definitely want to do microneedling again as well. I feel like, again, a few years ago, I was so consistent with microneedling. And I, again, always see brilliant results from microneedling. My skin loves it. But for some strange reason, I just kind of stopped doing all these things. You know, I always say never. When I started doing Botox, it kind of just like, I kind of just stopped doing a lot of other things. But personally, like right now, I'm just not on the Botox train. Does that mean I'll never do it again? Probably not. I probably will at some point. But right now, I'm just in a place in my life where I just don't really feel like I need the Botox. So yeah, I'm just kind of laying that to the side. I guess you could say I'm leaving it in 2024, if you will. But will it reappear at some point in my life again? Probably. It's just not something I'm really feeling like my body and my skin needs right now. So yeah, I guess I'm ditching it. Another thing I want to do this year is meet more people in real life. This is like the one thing that I feel like is a downfall, us working in this kind of remote era, if you will. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that, like I said, my job doesn't require me to be in one certain place. It allows me to travel and do fun things like that. But I do miss the culture of like meeting new people. You know, like when we'd finish work, this is gonna make me sound so old, before the pandemic, we'd finish work, and then after work, you know, you'd like go meet friends for drinks, and they'd bring other friends from their office because they worked for different companies than you, and you'd just always be meeting new people. I feel like now I do get to meet new people because of my job, but it's not in the same kind of way. Like, I miss that like hanging out, meeting new people, like, oh, being spontaneous kind of vibes. So I'm really trying to bring a little bit of spontaneity back into my life, if you will. And I think that start like joining new clubs and trying new activities is going to be a big thing for doing that. I recently just completed a sewing course, which I absolutely loved. I made an A-line skirt, and then I'm doing another course in a few weeks, which is basic alterations, because I'm dying to learn to alter my own clothes. I literally have to get everything altered, girls. I'm 5'0", so all the clothes I buy have to get altered. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, learning and meeting new people and hopefully discovering a new hobby through that. Okay, let's answer some of the questions that you girls sent over, because I definitely have a few here. So let me see. Okay, so first question. You look well. How are you coping a year on following your diagnosis? Thank you so much for your question, number one. And thank you for saying I look well. I feel good. Yeah, I guess like I'm coping well, I would say. Feel like I'm still obviously under a lot of medical supervision and having to take medication every day. But I feel like I've clawed back my lifestyle, if you will, because when I first was diagnosed, I was literally at the hospital every week having blood tests. Like, it was intense, especially as someone that's never been like sick before. I just was like, what the heck? Like, I've just never experienced that kind of thing before. It was a massive shift for me. But I feel like now that I'm not kind of underneath such a microscope, I feel like I'm getting my life back again, which feels really nice. You girls have probably seen, if you're watching this video, I was traveling a lot. I've been having fun experiences, hanging out with my friends, all those kinds of things. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing good, and I really hope that it stays that way for as long as physically possible. But yeah, I feel really, really good. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so the other question, I keep getting this question all the time about my glasses. You probably see me wearing them because I am totally blind without them. These glasses are from Ace and Tate, but at time of filming and previously, this colorway has been sold out for so long. I don't know if they're bringing it back, but I will have them linked down below so you can probably set a reminder or sign up to be notified, that kind of thing. They do have it in a different colorway, but these are the Cherry Bio. And yeah, they've been sold out since I got them, to be honest, which is such a shame. But yeah, I love them and thank you so much for saying you love them. What salon are you going to? Your sew-in looks fire. Thank you. I'm hoping I've done it justice styling myself because yeah, I'm never as good as my hairdresser. I have been seeing the same hairdresser for, I want to say maybe 10 years now. Olivia is based at Aura Salon or Aura Salon. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I think it's Aura Salon in Streatham. I'll have all the details down below, but I know a lot of you girls have been going to see her there and you absolutely have loved her. One thing I will say is I cannot stand the slander on social media for London hairdressers, when a lot of the time people that are complaining about London hairdressers aren't even going to people that are qualified hairdressers. You're going to a hairstylist. Anyone can call themselves a hairstylist. They don't have to go to beauty school. They don't have to do any of those things to call themselves a stylist. But when you see an actual qualified hairdresser, like Olivia at her salon, you will have a proper salon experience. So yeah, if you are someone that's like feeling really fed up about the hair situation, go to a qualified hairdresser, someone that's been to beauty school, that's actually been trained how to give you a proper salon experience. And I promise you, you will see the difference. And thank you for saying my hair looks cute. Okay. How are you managing your health and work? You seem to be doing so well. Thank you. I'm really trying to find work-life balance. I feel like, you know, I'm in my 30s now. I feel like my 20s was very much like finishing university, creating a career for myself, building a name for myself in my industry. And this is something that I'll always be working on because we're never finished doing that, let's face it. But I do feel like I've kind of got to the place where now, you know, I've got a good client base, I've got an amazing community, and the hard work has paid off. So I'm really trying to kind of allow myself to take my foot off the pedal a little bit, if you will. So yeah, that's like the biggest thing. I'm really trying to find that work-life balance, which to be honest is really difficult. Working out has been part of that. Reading my Kindle. Oh my gosh, girls, I have so many recommendations for you. I'm actually going to try and finish updating my Goodreads account. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested in Goodreads. You can come and see what I've been reading, but your girl is reading a lot. Reading, traveling, and exercising, and of course, resting. I think that's another thing that I didn't really understand as well when I was like in my 20s is that you can just have a chill day. It's actually okay. It's so important to listen to our bodies. And to be honest, I was never really someone that did that. I was like, so gotta be here, gotta do that, gotta be there. If I'm not working, I'm not making money, I was always very a working girly to the bone. Whereas now I'm like, I need to rest, I need to listen to my body, have a little sick day, have a mental health day, whatever you need, but just taking that time to really take care of yourself. So yes, that's what I'm doing. And saying no a lot. That's like my favorite word. Okay, where are some of the places you want to travel to this year? Like I said already, I definitely want to go to Oman. I want to go to Bahrain. I feel like Oman, Bahrain and Saudi, I would really like to tick off this year. Of course, I'd love to go to South Korea as well, but I feel like if I do like a week or so, or 2 weeks potentially, like in Dubai, it's quite easy for me to then see a few different places that are close by. Dubai is so great for that, and the fact that it is literally a hub. It's such a hub in a bridge to the rest of the world, essentially. So yeah, those are kind of like my top priorities. But like I said, I would love to go to South Korea. I haven't been to America for over a year, which for me is quite a long time. I think that in maybe 10 years. Last year was the first year that I didn't go to the States once, which is so unlike me. But I do have plans to go back there. Actually, in a few weeks, I should say. Like, I'm going to be going to the States in a few weeks, which I'm really excited about. And then I'm going to go back later in the year because my cousin's having her graduation. So I'll be going to DC for that, which I'm so excited about. And yeah, I'd just love to do a few other trips, maybe that way, see some friends and family over there who I haven't had the chance to see in the past 12 months. So yeah, I feel like those are my trips for this year. Content-wise, you can expect to see weekly uploads from me, of course. Girls, I absolutely love this platform. Honestly, one of the best things that came out of last year for me was rediscovering my love for YouTube. I love posting here. I love posting my vlogs. I love posting my skincare content, beauty content, and just answering as many of your questions as possible. So hopefully you're enjoying that content as well. If you do have any video requests for the rest of this year, please feel free to leave them down below. I'm going to be going through them and making sure I'm filming what you guys want. And yeah, in general, if there's anything you'd like to see more of on my channel, please let me know. So I'd love to film those videos for you. Thank you so much once again for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do go ahead and hit subscribe, and I hope to see you on my next upload. Lots of love.